Shalom Pitbulls! Since these videos are well received, where it is about cheap vehicles, today I am again doing a video that the poor dudes among you will like. Although you have no money, you quickly want to be with your underage girlfriend when she is home alone. And I can understand that. So today I made a video for you about cars that are cheap and powerful at the same time. Those who value educational content, like cars, and generally enjoy life can subscribe now to never miss another video. Those who identify as non-binary are welcome to hate me in the comments and give me a thumbs down.
I'm responsible for what happens here.
So let's get started. The first vehicle looks rather unimpressive at first glance. It is an Opel. There's not much to be said against an Opel Insignia OPC. Even if many can take Opel seriously, this Insignia offers a 2.8-liter V6 turbo engine with 325 horsepower, which accelerates to 100 km per hour in 6 seconds and doesn't stop until 270 km per hour if needed. Price-wise, it starts at $8,000 and a blowjob for the vendor.
Whoa, hey.
However, usable models are available from around $12,000 without any oral pleasure at all.
What the hell is even that?
But the good thing about the Opel is that it usually has good equipment and sounds good. Next, let's move on to a vehicle that has more potential to pass for good looking. Quite in contrast to me. The Mercedes-Benz E500 W211. More specifically, the 500 with the M113 naturally aspirated V8 engine. This one has 306 horsepower and accelerates from 0 to 100 in 6 seconds. The engine is very solid and has few weak points. Problematic is the SBC braking system, which can cost up to $2,000 to repair. The price for these cars starts at $4,000. If you want to be on the safe side, you should plan for about $2,000 more. The good thing is that you can easily install an exhaust system, which sounds like this. Let's move on to a vehicle which is not for people who take pictures of their food and upload it to Instagram to boost their self-confidence. It's the BMW E60 550i. This one, in fact, has 367 horsepower from a naturally aspirated 4.8-liter V8 engine and accelerates to 100 km per hour in 5.2 seconds. In theory, the 545i would have done the trick, but this one is a bit problematic to get.
Here comes the money!
Here we go.
The 550i is a bit more robust, but still has its share of problem areas, such as the water pipe, timing chain, camshaft and valve stem seals. But enough of the negative attitude. Price-wise, the 550i starts at $8,500 for reasonably usable models. Some adore the looks, others find them awful. But the fact is that the performance of the BMW 5 Series is still pretty good, even by today's standards. Sound-wise, the car sounds something like this. Let's move on to a super fatty. The 385 horsepower Porsche Cayenne S accelerates to 100 km per hour in 6.6 seconds and swallows as much as my ex-girlfriend, thanks to its 4.8-liter naturally aspirated V8. Even though the model has been improved with the facelift, there are still typical problems to watch out for with this model. Worn wishbone bearings, faulty shock absorbers, alternator and the brakes. If you want a Porsche for cheap, you should be happy for around $13,000. Besides the prestige and radical looks, there's only one thing that matters: the sound. Let's move on to the oldest vehicle today. A vehicle that has classic potential and is rare. The Audi S8 D2. This Audi was built from 1994 to 2002 and was basically the first generation of the A8 series. The S8 was the fastest production sedan at the time, until Mercedes then brought out the supercharged S55 with 500 horsepower in 2002. Anyway, the S8 has a 4.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. The facelift in 1999 had 360 horsepower instead of 340 and accelerated to 100 km per hour in 5.4 seconds. Typical weak points are a defective water pump, fuel pump alternator and a leaking coolant pipe to the oil or water heat exchanger. Even though maintenance and parts costs are sometimes quite high, the best thing is the V8 sound that the era had to offer. With this car, you can look for something you long for but will never achieve. The last car in today's video is an exotic, with an even more exotic engine.
Man, it's getting hot in here.
The VW Phaeton with a 5-liter V10 B-turbo diesel. The 10-cylinder diesel has 313 horsepower and 750 Nm of torque. Since the Phaeton weighs as much as the super fatso called Porsche Cayenne S, the car accelerates to 100 km per hour in 6.9 seconds, thanks to 2.5 tons. If you don't want to sell organs on the black market, you should pay attention to the chain tensioner, the transmission, the turbos, the control units and the electrics. These are the problem areas of the Phaeton. But if all this is too slow for you, you still have the possibility to do some tuning on the B-turbo. With that, it is even possible to get up to 400 horsepower and drive over 280 km per hour. In terms of price, the car is priced between $5,000 and $9,000. Since the supply is quite low for V10 Phaetons, you can fall back on the big brother Touareg. The problems are the same. Price-wise, it also looks pretty similar. Pitbulls. That's it for my oral diarrhea today. I hope you were able to relax your balls. If you want to see more of such videos, please subscribe to me and activate the bell. See you next time. Cheers!